on now. You can't even do this. Look.
Yeah, you already know what it is. It's your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on the Riding and Smoking podcast, where we interview the dopest human beings on the planet. And tonight, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a special evening because I got my brother in the building, Baby Bash. What's happening, Bash?
Yo, what's up, Don Oss, man? We just got through rocking this crowd in San Francisco. It was an amazing, crazy vibe. It was packed. They were singing it word for word. Did you feel the energy?
Man, I was really feeling the energy, man. Hey, listen, they was really locked in word for word, brother. How do you feel about that, man? How does that make you feel when you see like people just singing your songs word for word?
It's a blessing, Brody. Every time I'm on stage, man, it's been nonstop for like the last 20, 23, 24 years. And just total strangers from everywhere across the world singing my songs word for word, stuff that I made up in the closet, stuff I made up in the backseat of the car. You know what I'm saying?
But Suga Suga though, let's just talk about Suga Suga right now, because Suga Suga is the craziest song that's lasting forever and ever and ever, right?
Yep.
How did you even come with that record?
Oh man, I was smoking some weed and I said, man, I'm lifted. And then from lifted it went shifted. And then man, I'm higher than the ceiling. And then the rest is history.
Hey man, and you locked with Frankie J, right?
Yeah, my brother
You had
Frankie
wrote
J.
that, right? And then handed it to him like sing.
No, we were there. We were there together. But when I wrote it, he was there. We sang it all together at his homeboy's apartment.
Okay.
We did that in his homeboy's apartment. That's how fucking crazy it is.
Damn.
We made that up in an apartment one day, and now the whole world was singing it.
That's sick as
That's
fuck.
crazy, yeah.
Yo, Bash, tell me some of the craziest shit that's happened to you since you've been on the road. Like, what's one of your craziest experiences?
Uh, shit, I don't know. Like, what kind of crazy? It's different kind of crazies, you know.
Different kind of crazies, huh?
But you know, just the getting arrested for marijuana and shit. We were smoking weed backstage before it was cool. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
we was scared and nervous, we were blowing big trees because we never panic when it's organic. You know what I mean?
Hey man, you was one of the first ones to be a part of the whole, cannabis movement. You know what I'm saying, and free the weed and all that type of shit.
Yeah, we had the nonprofit. We back in 2012, 2013, we had the first marijuana pre-rolled cigarette packs for an artist. We had Baby Bash, we had Burners cookie packs. We were the first ones. If you remember back in the HempCon days, we used to always win.
You did the pack with the cigarette pack look,
yeah,
right?
It was weed, yeah.
I seen that shit and I always admired it. I always thought that was one of the rawest that I ever seen.
And now look, now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Now everybody's doing pre-rolls, man. So we always knew it was about convenience. And if it wasn't for the IRS, the motherfucking punk ass IRS, they fucked us over because we didn't know what we were doing. But yeah, we were the very first. It's documented. Baby Bash is the very first artist to have the pre-roll packs going on in the world.
A lot of people don't know this, but your name used to be Baby Beesh.
Baby B, she love my chicken greasy, shitting on these suckers that love the taste of feces. You shit-eating motherfucker.
So tell everybody, like, right, people probably don't know, like, since your name was Baby Beesh back in the day,
yeah,
and then you got signed, like, and everything changed. How did you change your name? Why did you change your name from Baby Beesh to Baby Bash?
Baby Beesh was caught up in some legality shit, so we just went with the next best thing with Baby Bash, Baby Basher, the punk rock smasher, you know.
But look where it took you though. Now let me ask you this: when you think about you being Baby Beast that whole time, Latino Velvet, everything you was doing, and then switching to Baby Bash, and where it actually took you to, what do you think about that? How does that make you feel when you think about the name change? Because I know you was locked in on Baby Beast.
Well,
so how did you feel?
You know, it was a blessing. You know, I never really tripped off it too much, but it was a blessing. Everything just. You know, I wouldn't change nothing for the world, man. So I was already a grown man.
Right.
So I knew what to do with my money. You know, I didn't fuck it off like a youngster would. So that was probably my biggest blessing in life is becoming successful as a grown man instead of becoming successful as a youngster that would fuck off the money.
Man, and then you moved out to Houston, Texas, right?
Yeah.
What it's been like? Look, I remember the first time, one of the first times I visited Houston, Texas, you took me to Papa Do's.
The best.
The Papa Do's restaurant, bro. Hey, I love you, bro. Like, I always tell that story, right? And I tell the story, another thing you told me.
Gator puss.
Yeah,
that puss.
Another story you told me was about how when you dropped, was it Cyclone with J Records, and you was already in the green before the record dropped. You was telling me that story.
Yeah, Clive Davis.
Yeah.
Out of all the artists they had big artist names. I wasn't like a huge artist, but my accounting, I was the only one that made money. Because they spent a lot of money on artists, so it's hard for them to make the money back. But by the time Cyclone came out, I had already made all the money back. So it was a blessing. It's not just me; it's the people, it's the fans, the people who love music that keep it all going for everybody, man. I
I
love
always tell that story, bro, because I never forgot that story
it.
because it was crazy because that was back when ringtones and all that stuff had just came out, right?
Cyclone
And
ringtones,
Cyclone
triple
ringtones.
millions.
How many ringtones did you sell with Cyclone?
3 million.
3 million
Cyclone,
ringtones.
yeah.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, Cyclone was big.
You miss ringtone?
I mean, Cyclone ringtone was nice, man.
Yeah, for real. Did you hit on anything else on ringtones after that?
Yeah, Sugar Sugar had ringtones. Baby, I'm back. Those are my three. Obsession, of course, went #1. So I had four in the top 10, four hitters in the top 10 that did pretty good on ringtone. But I also wrote songs like "Doing Too Much" for Paula Deonda and things like that. Energy for Natalie. So besides the hits that I've done myself, I've also wrote on a few. So the catalog is nice, man.
Yeah. What was it like growing up in Vallejo?
Vallejo was hard, man. I was in Vallejo I was born in Vallejo. I moved to Mendota, California in the 5th grade. After 8th grade, I moved back to Vallejo, went to high school in Vallejo and soaked up much game. And I grew up in the crack era, so I was really selling rocks on the block, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers talk about it. I legitimately was
Real
selling
street
rocks, man. Fucking baking soda.
Man, you know I did.
Thetics. We was selling that Thety, man. That synthetic shit, man.
You know I know.
Yeah, you up there with me. So yeah, so Bash was really, people know me for the lovey-dovey shit, but man, I was really
Really from the
with the
streets.
Vallejo shit, man. So it's all groovy, and shout out to everyone who made it out. R.I.P. to the ones who didn't, and what I'm saying, we're gonna keep on pushing.
What's the contrast of making that street from where you come from the streets, to the music that you end up making? Because it became so like R&B and poppy type shit. Like, was you
Blessed.
objective to that poppy shit because you come from the
Well,
streets, or was you just open to it?
Back in the day, there was something called selling out. We used to be like,
That's what I'm saying. That's
you
why
selling out. If you do radio shit, if you do shit for the chicks, if you do radio song, and that shit was so stupid as fuck. What the fuck was we thinking, man? You know what I'm saying? Remember
the first people I recognized though that was like, fuck all that shit.
Yeah,
I'm finna make these
man.
radio songs for the females,
Yeah.
and I'm getting up out of here.
There it is. That's all that happened, man. And I ain't never looked back since, and I love it because, the fly females, man, they support big. So you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what no one says.
If Baby Bash had to say one thing that he would do differently, what would it be?
Differently. Differently. Hire my own lawyer instead of thinking I had a lawyer because my manager was telling me I had a lawyer, but it was really his lawyer. So a lot of shit I didn't catch until late because I didn't have a lawyer. I thought I had my own lawyer because I thought my manager and myself would share a lawyer, but you're supposed to have your own lawyer. I learned it.
That was a lesson learned.
All right, nephew. I appreciate
Hey,
it, man.
I love you, Bash, bro. Me and you, we go back a long ways,
Yes,
brother,
we
and I
do.
really appreciate you for coming on here and sharing what you've been doing, all the things that you've done.
Keep it riding.
Yeah, come on, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I want to salute you and give you your flowers right now. Keep going. Anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to tell the people out there?
Hey, everybody, it's all love. Stay fly, stay cool, and don't panic. It is organic.
Yes, sir, man. We right here with Baby Bash. It's your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on Riding and Smoking, the dopest podcast that was ever fucking made. And yo, I got Baby Bash on this motherfucker.
And you do know that.
Yes, sir. And don't panic. It's organic, baby.
Come on now, you can't even do this. Look.